indicators on TradingView that you can combine to use on your trading platform and enhance your trading strategy with. So I know, Krishnan, if you're in here, I did do the video for you on the ADR checkpoints. And that is all edited. And I believe that's on YouTube right now. Let me just take a quick look, see if it updated. Yes, how to use the average daily range indicator on TradingView. So that is on there right now. Very good. Okay. So looking at our scanner, we've got market sentiment to the downside here, don't we? We've got market sentiment to the downside. RTY has now switched. That micro Russell has now switched to the upside. We did get a signal here, 4 o'clock in the morning, right? On that 15-minute chart. And let's drop down to the 5. And then we got the 5-minute candle at 5:15 in the morning. But I believe right here, right at 5:15 in the morning, we had just broken above. And that's what I was talking about yesterday. Frank Savino, what's going on? It was actually breaking through, right? So we were talking about how this was extended, right? How this trend was extended on that 1-hour chart and how we had to wait, right? And that was right here. See how we've got this kind of sideways movement here? We had to wait for that CCI to break above positive 100, right? And there it is, breaking above positive 100 right here and breaking through the 1-hour trend cloud. So it looks like, right, this right here, the highest time frame, that daily chart, right, is starting to do this, is it not? Right? It's bouncing off of the 50 and it's going to continue the move up. Now we're only in the second wave here on this daily uptrend. That's very early, right? So we're catching this at the second wave back to the upside. What's going on with the cycle indicator? That little black line there, that %K, let me blow this up. %K, that's the black line, is starting to hook up. Momentum is already with us, right? So this thing has come down. I just want you guys to understand the movement here, right? This has come down, okay? Come down here, made a little move up, okay? This is a complex retracement to the 50 simple, and that's what we're in here. And this candle right here is forming the hook back to the upside. So this is the movement that it's going for on that daily chart. Again, momentum is with us. Momentum is with us. So how does that represent on the lower time frames? Well, this is what we pulled into right here, right? Pulled into. I kind of like the blue. Pulled into the demand zone on the daily chart. Trend on the 1 hour went extended, and we said, okay, when are we going to be a buyer on this thing, right? Yesterday, there were some people asking, hey, Krishnan, I was just talking about you, man. Krishnan, I finished that video for you on the ADR checkpoints, and I posted it on YouTube, okay? Average daily range checkpoints on YouTube. Latest video. Simon, what's going on, buddy? So so we pulled into this demand zone on the high time frame, okay? And what started to happen? Momentum started shifting to the upside, starting to hook back up on that cycle indicator, and trend was extended as we entered that demand zone on the 1 hour chart. Beautiful. What do we need to be a buyer here, right? We had some people, we had someone new yesterday asking, hey, when are you going to be a buyer on this thing? It's starting to take place, right? Starting to take place. So more information, like just like the bus going down the highway, and you're watching and you're trying to predict which way the bus is going to turn or move. Puts its blinker on. There's a stop sign coming up. There's a red light, right? So this bus traveling down the road, we can see some construction, right? Construction site up ahead. Bus may have to turn around, but it definitely slowed down and just tapped the wall of the 50 simple. Oh yeah, I noticed that. Frank. Yep, I noticed that. And now you're on YouTube. In fact, in the chat, it tells me where everybody is watching from. It's pretty cool. We've got everyone on YouTube right now. And it was showing that you were on Facebook watching me before. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool feature. So we slowed down when we approached this demand zone, or this construction site, right? This blockage of energy, and it started to reverse. And look at that. We just look how that crossover, guys. Look at how that crossover is forming. See that plus sign on your 1 hour chart, that middle time frame? Beautiful, right? It's telling us this is trend reversal, right? This is trend reversal, and there you go. Okay, now it's stuck, and there's that green candle starting to form. Now we've got momentum on that daily. Let's go drop down to the 4 hour, and you're going to really see, okay, we are really with it now. 4 hour chart, okay, momentum is with us, bouncing off of that daily 50 simple. Kazi, good morning, buddy. And now we've got momentum on our side on our CCI indicators. So the pullback here that's taking place, it's pulling back to this plus sign here. That's support. Okay, that is support. And we're starting to get signals here on that 5 minute candle. Okay, we got 3 more minutes, and we're getting a signal right now. So the question is there enough evidence to take this signal right here to the upside? Okay, and might be a little early, right? Because the 4 hour chart, even though momentum has switched to the upside, is hitting the trend cloud. And this is the point on the 4 hour chart where we start to head back down. Okay. But on the daily chart, it's just starting to shift to the upside. Okay. And we did break through structure here on the daily chart. Okay. So the only thing that we've got against us is this right here. So, and it looks like we've got a nice move cycling up. Okay. So we're going to, the risk to reward, if this candle stays, nice and short here, the risk to reward on that 5 minute chart is very small, right? We even have it on, this is the second wave back on that 15 minute chart as well, just starting to cycle up. So looking good so far, right? Looking good so far. We broke out of that consolidation, okay? And it is 9:13 in the morning, okay? So maybe if we get into this before the open, we'll have something significant. Okay, I'm getting a good sense of this right now. So we've got to see where that's going to hit. But we've got structure down here. So our stop loss is going to be here. Okay, our stop loss is going to be here below all of this structure, and we can take a small risk on that, but that's looking pretty good, right? This signal right here failed, okay? It did break above and then it pulled back slightly, but we are forming that. We've got 32 seconds here. I'm going to start placing the trade. We've got to place it. We've got to place it above. There's the buy signal. Stop loss. Okay, we're over budget there. We gotta. There we go. Okay, so we've got an official. We've got an official candle there. Let's see where this thing takes us. 5-minute signal. 5-minute signal. Now we made, 192. So we're right maxed out at that. We're maxed out right at that 200 mark there. So if that trade fails, look how that is going to wipe out pretty much, all the profit we made. What was it, yesterday or the day before? That would really suck, right? But that is the back and forth issue that you deal with. That's the back and forth profit issue that you deal with. Trade is scoring. Oh, look at that. Kazi is saying trade is scoring 7 out of 10. Interesting. Scoring a 7 out of 10 on the scoring method. Okay. All right. We've got to study that. We've got to study Kazi's scoring system there. I know he's making a video on that. But yeah, okay. So interesting. All right. Well, let's see how this thing pans out here. So you can see on this entry. Let's just take a look at how how these entries are working here. See how we're not in the trade yet. So you always want to take the momentum, 4-hour trend and middle of the curve. 4-hour trend, you're saying? 4-hour. The 4-hour trend is not with us. Right. That's right. Yep. 4-hour trend is not with us. And in the middle of the curve, because this is the daily curve right here. So I'm seeing it as low on the daily curve, right in here. That's what I've got on the curve. But it's all that's all good. Let's see here. Daily curve. I got the daily curve right. I got the daily curve right here. I'm seeing it as low on the daily curve, but maybe you're looking at 4-hour, and then 4-hour. that 4 hour, I don't know. I'm seeing the 4. Look at all this consolidation here, basically. We're hitting this consolidation area here. But it is reacting off of the trend cloud. It is reacting off of the 4 hour trend cloud there. So, not sure what's going to happen. What's going to happen there? But what I'm looking at here is extended trend here on the 1 hour, recalculated, hit here, and now it might go sideways for a while, right? We can only trade what we see, right? We can only trade what we see. So what I'm banking on with this play, with this trade, is that this goes maybe deeper into the 4 hour curve. Because looking at the 1 hour, it's just one of those things. You'll never know. Oh, coming up as middle of curve. Okay. Coming up as middle of curve. Distal line of curve demand and distal line of curve supply divided in 33%. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, that's pretty cool. Take a snapshot of that, Kazi, and put like a little a note on that and take a snapshot for posting. Excellent. Pulling back, right? So starting to pull back below that 5 minute and has not entered the 15 minute, has not entered the 15 minute signal as well. So this thing is pulling back. Pulling back. 4 hour. Okay. So not sure what's going on. And we lost the plus sign. We lost the plus sign there on our 1 hour trend. Okay. We've got 38 minutes left for this to actually, for this candle to complete. So this is still starting to pull back a bit, reacting to that 4 hour trend cloud. Look at that, really bearish candle setting up there. Okay. Might pull all the way back to, it might pull all the way back to our demand zone here. We don't know. We don't know. Yes, that classic OTA curve method with the Fibonacci, right? With those Fibonacci lines. All right. So it is pulling back. Okay. So let's let that work itself out. I'll leave this on here. Because we don't know, right? We don't know which trend is it going to take. That's what we don't know, right? So here's a dilemma where we've got Kazi taking the side of the 4 hour trend, which is correct, 100% correct. And then I'm looking at the daily, and I'm still looking at this reaction on the daily here. And I guess what I'm saying, what I was looking at is we're just starting the move here on the 1 hour. We're coming out of that demand zone. Daily momentum is with us, starting to cycle up. We just hit this support level here inside of the rally-based rally, but yet you can't, you cannot ignore the 4-hour, that 4-hour trend there. So it's like, you get into a situation where, well, which one is it? Is it the 4-hour, or is it working more with the daily? It could be both at certain times. You just don't know. So that's what makes this number right here very important. That's what makes this number very important here. So being that we don't want to, and as we're thinking this through, maybe we don't want to risk a full, $200 and wipe out those profits, right? And wipe out those profits here. So maybe we want to do half that position, being that we're in this 4-hour curve dilemma and we're not really sure, but we've got momentum and everything else kind of makes sense. Maybe we take a smaller position. So if we're wrong, we don't wipe out those profits. Maybe we take 3 contracts here. So it's only $115 and doesn't wipe out, pretty much everything that we made. Why don't we do something like that? And then start taking our 2-to-1. So another half hour here. We'll have another half hour left in this candle, but this is trying to make some kind of a decision. Okay, so we can do that, and definitely have a target right up here at that first ADR checkpoint, right? ADR checkpoint right up there. And that's looking almost like, what is that, 2? Oh, that's a little more than 3. That's almost 4-to-1. That's almost 4-to-1 there. Okay, so we can take off, if we get into this trade, we can take off we can take 2 off, take off, half your position, maybe 2-to-1, 3-to-1, and then take that 4-to-1. That sounds like a good plan. Euro looks better. Let's take a look. Euro 6E. All right, I don't see. Oh yeah, 6E right there. 6E for the short. 15-minute chart right here. Now that looks great. That looks great. Here's that ADR level. So here, right, when extended, pulled back, recalculated, chose a direction, chose to go back to the downside, right? And let's see, 5-minute, and right here. Okay, so right here, we haven't gotten into it yet, but there it is. So let's place 2 trades. Okay. We're reacting off of this here, right? We're starting to pull back off of this, but we've got to, let's go right there. There's your sell order. Whoa, expensive stuff. Expensive. Okay, so we're going to have to, well, what are we going to have to do? We're going to have to tighten up the stop a bit. So that's right there. That's a $200. So we're back to that $200 risk there. Starting to cycle down. There's your 5-minute. 15-minute here. Oops. 15-minute. Pulling back into that 15-minute trend cloud. Might want to be reaching for some sort of resistance level right here. The setup on the 4 hours looking very nice, right? This is that first pullback into the cloud. And do we have any 15-minute supply zones? Are there any 15-minute supply zones here? Let's get rid of this for now. Pulling back into the cloud. We got a drop-based drop here. That's right at previous support, right? Right here. Previous support right at that. And there's your trend cloud. Trend cloud, previous support might become resistance now. And we've got this, whoops, we've got this formation here. It's not really a formation, right? It's just a drop and a drop. The real formation would be back up here, right? This consolidation here. What would that cost us? Uh-oh, we got some lag. What's going on here? Okay, there's the M2K. What is going on with our order here? Did it cancel it? That actually gives us a better risk to reward because we could type, look at that. Oh my God. What is going on? There we go. Okay. So this gives us a little bit better risk to reward on that euro. Let's look at the big picture now. So basically, this is a rally-based drop on the 1 hour chart, pulling back into that rally-based drop. Cycling down, momentum is down on the 4 hour, right? So we're following the 4 hour trend. What does the daily trend look like? Okay, daily trend is breaking through, trying to go lower, right? So the momentum and the cycle is on our side with the daily as well. Back to the 4 hour. I like that it's cycling down, momentum is down, everything down, down, down. So we're looking at that 15-minute chart saying, okay, where's that level of imbalance, pulling back into a demand zone here. Let's see what happens there. And that's where the original TrendCloud signals formed to make that move down. So it's very possible a pullback and a retest. Maybe it wants to retest that 50. We don't know. That's where we're at. All right. Let's see how terrible this this is moving for us. Okay. Look at that. Lot of spiking candles here. Big spike up and a rejection. A big spike up and rejection off of that signal here. Flashing back and forth. Okay. and pulling back. Okay, and pulling back. Did we break structure here? It broke structure here, wanted to do it again here. And everybody's saying no, no, no. Whoa. So we shall see how that works out. Immediately got in and pounded us right back down. Okay, so the Kazi score system is pretty solid. It is solid. 7 out of 10. And look at that. Look at that. Look at that rejection off of that 4 hour, right? Look at that rejection off of that 4 hour and pulling back greatly. Pulling back greatly. Now we're below that candle that got us in, and we're hanging on by a thread there, okay? So what is it going to do? Well, we don't know, but from what this looks like, as of right now, it's trying to decide between the 4 hour chart trend and the daily chart trend. So scoring system, scoring it, the checklist, yeah. But it's objective. But it's an objective way of looking at all of this. And we are at the 9:30 open. Okay, so the 9:30 open, we usually see stuff like this at the 9:30 open, right? So some whipsaw, perhaps some whipsaw, and then we take a look at the opening range, right? We take a look at the opening range and we see what is that opening range going to do, and then we make a decision, right? Either way, following the objective plan is the way to go. Yep, not looking good. Not looking good for the micro Russell to the long side just yet. We lost that plus sign and major pullback here. Boom, we're out. We are out. Check on the euro. Good job, Kazi, on that call. Pull back to the euro. Let's see. Euro, where are you? Pulling back to the trend cloud. And we've got this supply zone up here to the short side. No trend cloud signals there. 5 minute. 5 minute is giving us a second trend cloud signal right here. Stop loss right there. And it is heading towards the entry on that second trend cloud signal. Okay, maybe we get a second shot. Maybe we get a second shot at that. But this is looking pretty good. This is looking pretty good here. Kazi, are you in the euro? All right, so we got that set. NG, natural gas. Boy, a lot of signals now. Right here, that natural gas got us in. We've got, it's pulling back here, but this would have been an entry to natural gas right here. That would have been an entry to natural gas, but natural gas is pretty expensive. Natural gas is pretty expensive. Yeah, very, very expensive. Okay, so Kazi's in the euro. Kazi's in euro. That's pricey. So the distance from here to here, very, very expensive, right? Pretty expensive. That would definitely be over 200 bucks. Let's get back over to the euro here. And there, the euro is just about, okay, it's just about to cross below. It's just about to cross below that second signal on the on that very first TrendCloud signal there. Okay, we can get rid of this because it looks like it's taken off. If we get a pullback there, might be able to get in. This signal right here would just be a little bit later. And what would that cost? Okay, what would that cost right there? Uh-oh. Okay, so that, we took the second signal and, oh, okay. So we are right at the max there. So I got into the second or the very first TrendCloud signal. It pulled back, gave us another signal. Hopefully Kazi got in there. Did you get into that one right here, Kazi? Or you're taking the same one that I got right there? Same one. Okay. So that's the full story there. So it gave us a better entry on that signal there, but I was too late. Okay, so we took the original one, no problem. TrendCloud, that TrendCloud area there. So what did it basically do here, right? It pulled into the TrendCloud. It pulled into our TrendCloud. This is the 5-minute, right? Impulse down, wild spike up into the TrendCloud, impulse down, right? Correction into the TrendCloud, impulse, correction, and we really want to see some sort of break of structure right here. Okay, we want to see that break. We want to see that break take place right there. All right. What else we got here? So that right there took the full risk on that 200. Okay. So we lost, or I lost 118 on that micro Russell trade. Let's go back and check it out and see what's going on there. Micro Russell pulling back deeper. Definitely did not want that. Big rejection here, heading back towards that high time frame demand zone, right? Completely following that 4-hour trend. Daily chart, still bouncing off there. Maybe it comes back down and retests. Maybe it wants to retest that area. Let's make it blue. The big blue wonder. 4-hour chart. observation, right? We're going to be making some observations there. Big rejection on that 15-minute chart there. Wants to pull back. Now we are running into all this on that 15-minute chart. But we've lost the trend, right? We lost the trend. It's just not ready yet. It's just not ready yet. If we had the trend on the 1 hour, then the only thing we'd be fighting against would be this. But so that's two pieces of the puzzle kind of missing. 4 hour starting to hook down, but momentum's on our side. So momentum is considered a leading indicator. It is considered a leading indicator. You will see momentum shift first before you see any type of structural shift. So that is a very interesting point. So at this moment in time, right? At this moment in time, and there you go, we've hit that area. It is still trying to decide what we need to be doing. Okay. I want to see a full upward trend on that middle time frame first before deciding if are we going to go long. But you can see right here, that signal right there definitely led us. That's definitely legit right there. It just wanted to pull back more. Now let's see what happens. Let's break some structure and see what happens here. Back to the euro. Looking good. Nice rejection candle. See, we've got the downtrend on the 1 hour and the 4 hour. And if we start to break structure here on that high time frame, it's going to be even more powerful. Okay, that's going to be even more powerful. So we will let that work out. Let's remove the drawings. 15-minute chart. 5-minute TrendCloud signal. First one, there's our entry. Second one, that would have been the better entry. And then of the stop loss right above the peaks or the pivot candle, which looks like it is right here, right where the red line is. So the TrendCloud already put the stop loss level on there for us. Looking good. Okay. I have one contract. So that means I have to take the 2-to-1. I have no choice. I have to take the 2-to-1 there. So now I can just leave that alone and let it do whatever it's going to do. Because one contract, I cannot scale out of the position. Can't scale out of the position on that one contract. All right, let's take a look here. And it'll also notice how market sentiment is to the downside. And I took a long position on the Russell. Okay, it looked like it just started changing. And we do have NASDAQ and the S&P on board to the upside, but market sentiment overall is down. Okay, so always go with the energy of the market. That's the most powerful, right? And if everything right now, if today everything is down, your downward trades are probably going to work out better. Okay, and we're seeing it right away here, right? Thanks to Mr. Kazi. Anything else? Let's take a look. Let's scan. NASDAQ is extended, giving us trades. Natural gas, very expensive stuff. Micro gold setting up to the downside. TrendCloud signal here. Let's go jump over to gold and take a look. Micro gold. Okay. Unfortunately, okay, so we've got trend on our side, right? Trend on our side. And that's why it's not showing up in our scanner here. 15-minute, it's actually in the upward in the demand zone column. 15-minute chart is up. 1 hour trend is down. 4 hour trend is down. But we've got momentum on our side. So again, momentum as a leading indicator. I think it would be very interesting to watch this and to see, is momentum trying to tell us something? Is that TrendCloud momentum trying to tell us something? Even though the trend is still down, right? Momentum has shifted to the upside, cycling up. Momentum is up. So what we're doing here is we are seeing the reaction of momentum on this corrective move back to the trend cloud on that 4 hour chart, right? That's what we're seeing here. Overall trend is down, but we are seeing the momentum. Okay, so this momentum shift here is telling us, hey, this is traveling back to the trend cloud. Okay, so we want to be with the trend when we take the trade. Let's continue. Micro gold, that short right here, setting up against momentum. So this is setting up against momentum. Can't really take that. Copper is working out. Let's go over to copper. Oops. Okay, so copper's in an extended trend. Momentum is still down. That 15-minute momentum signal, 7:30 in the morning, should have caught that. And then the 5-minute signal right here at 9:15. That is working out right there. But that would have been pretty expensive. So downward trend on the 1 hour, downward trend on the 4 hour, but it is extended into that 7th wave. Go out to the daily chart. Daily chart is just starting to break through there. So we've got a nice move on copper to the downside here. Where's the demand zone on that daily chart on copper? Let's take a look and see if we can find some structure to work with. It has just broken through here. We are still in. Okay, so it's reacting. It's reacting to this right here, right? Rally, base, rally to the upside. And it's starting to break through that. It's starting to break through that. And now we just got a drop and a rally here. What does that look like on the 4 hour chart? Let's take a look. Okay, there it is. So on the 4-hour chart, copper might be heading towards this, right? But it's definitely trying to break through all this mess right here on that 4-hour. Extended trend. Perhaps we get a break above structure, right? Recalculates up here. And then starts making the move back down until we get to here, right? So what we want to do is wait for that recalculation and then look for those trend cloud signals on a fresh trend to the downside. It might go 14 waves all the way down to here. We don't know, but we can't ignore the fact that this is in existence and we really want to see it recalculate before we take the trade, right? Perfect storm scenarios that's what we want. Perfect storm scenarios. So we'll leave that on there. What is going on with TradingView? Okay. Flashing back and forth here. Corn is also on the list. Let's check out corn. Really nice downtrend, right? We're starting to head into that fifth wave, right? Man, a lot of trend cloud signals here. Really nice move down, starting to head into that fifth wave. And look where we're at, guys. Okay, so Krishnan, we are starting to head towards that ADR checkpoint. This means that corn has run its course, right? Corn has run the course. It's starting to hit that ADR checkpoint, average daily range. So we might start to sort of slow down, go sideways, maybe have a pullback. We're also heading into the fifth wave. So that's two pieces of information saying, hey, you know what? We're coming up on a construction site here. We've traveled far enough. We need a rest, right? Run, rest, run. Run, rest, run. ADR checkpoint, probably might not want to continue to go short there. 5-minute chart. I think the 15-minute chart gave us a signal. Nope. 15-minute chart gave us a nice crossover there. 1-hour chart gave it right at 7 a.m. 1-hour signal, and boom, all the way down. Check on our euro. Come on, euro. Don't let us down. 5-minute chart. Oops. 4-hour. 5-minute, right there. 5-minute chart just peaked below the 5-minute level. We really want a break below here. We still got a really good chance at this, right? We still got a great chance at this. That's all you can do. Trade what you see. Trade what you see. Wheat. Let's go over to wheat. Check out our agriculture. Pulled back into the trend cloud. Made a move down, right? Correction into the trend cloud. Impulse down. Broke through structure. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Where's it pulling back to? Jump onto that 15-minute. Nice rejection candles here, okay? Again, heading into that fifth wave down, a lot of rejection candles. Where's our ADR checkpoints? ADR all the way down here. We still got a bit of room to run. We still have room to run. 6:30 in the morning, we had that TrendCloud signal right there. Worked out. Now it's pulling back. All of this stuff happened very early in the morning. Is soybeans on here? Let's go just look at soybeans anyway. Wow. Pulling into that seventh wave. Super extended to the downside. Getting that rejection, right? Momentum is down. 4-hour chart, momentum is up. So this momentum on the 4-hour chart, right? Leading indicator and starting to make its move up, right? Starting to make its move back up into that 4-hour trend cloud there. But this is going to want to go deeper and break above that 50 simple. And that's all the way up here. Okay, so it's going to take a couple of days because it would have to rip through all of these ADR checkpoints. Okay, and that's all not going to happen in one day. So we might be bottoming out on soybeans, and we might start seeing that in this column here, and that would mean trend reversal for those lower time frames there. Oh, okay. What else do we have here? British pound. Mixed signal. 15-minute trend cloud signal. 4-hour trend is down. Cycling down. Momentum is down. Momentum is down. So kind of going sideways on that 1-hour chart, right? Kind of going sideways on the 1-hour chart there. Pulling back into this 15-minute demand zone here, supply zone, right? 15-minute supply zone. Jump on that 5-minute chart. Okay. Looks like a failed signal here. Pulling back deeper into this area and going sideways. So we've got trend on the high time frame, cycling down, momentum is down here, but sideways on that 1-hour chart. Where are we cycling? Okay, starting to cycle up. So we've got to cycle up on that 1-hour chart as well. Perhaps we wait and see what happens here. And then once we start, right? Once we see this cycle up, we're back at the top. Once we start to at least cycle back down on this 1-hour sideways movement, we'll have trend at our backs and we can start taking that trade. What is the cost of this demand zone here? Because remember, your supply zone will outpace any indicator there. Let's go over to our risk manager. Well, let's see, how much is this going to cost us? Entry and stop loss. 2 contracts. We can take 2 contracts here. Sell 2. Stop loss. Okay. Right there. $15-minute. So there's the drop-based drop on the 15-minute chart, 15-minute downtrend. Uh-oh. What did I do here? There we go. Okay. Taking a small risk there on that downtrend for the British pound. Plenty of room to go on that ADR. The only thing we have against us is that 1 hour trend. So we are pulling out of the 4-hour trend cloud here. Cycling down, momentum is down, momentum is still down. What's going to happen? We don't know. We don't know. All right. All right, Kazi, great job, man. Great job. We're looking forward to seeing that scale, that scoring system. And I will see you tomorrow. Okay. Starting to get that signal. Anybody want me to look at anything in particular here? Euro. Still struggling on the euro. Let's make a move, euro. Let's look at, let's see. Let's take a look at the New Zealand, right? New Zealand here. Let's see. All right, British pound. We entered that British pound. Let's see what we get out of that British pound. See if we can make some money there. But New Zealand, extended trend on the 1 hour. So we might have this pullback, recalculate, and then continue the move down. We're early in the downtrend on that 4-hour chart. Early in the downtrend on that 4-hour chart there. And we are starting to pull back on that New Zealand. Okay. So where is this heading to? 15-minute chart. Let's open this up. Rally-based drop, right? Is that a, yeah, right here. Rally-based drop right at that consolidation point. Right in there. That's right on the line, right? That would be above, right? So if we come back up into here, recalculation, we'll have a recalculation, and then hopefully a move down. So we're actually asking this to come up a little higher and possibly hit that top portion there of the trend cloud. Okay, if we look left, we do have this on the 4-hour chart. And look what it did. Pulled up, hit that 4-hour supply zone, made a move down. Maybe it wants to retest this area. Grab Fibonacci, swing high to swing low. So it did pull back and hit that 618 retracement level. Maybe it wants to come back, hit it again somewhere in the middle. Maybe that's 786. We'll keep that on there, and we will set an alert. Let's set an alert. That will send us a text. Crossing up. Crossing up. Four-hour supply zone as a reminder. All right. All right, guys, 10 a.m. Let's see. Euro still struggling and British pound still struggling. Okay. So, hey, that's how it goes, right? That is how it goes. So we're still in these two trades here. We're taking a little bit of heat, but we made our decision, right? We made our decision there. We're taking a little bit of heat, and took a loss today on that M2K. Let's go back. M2K pulled back deep, hit those areas, right? And now it's starting to react. So we've got some indecision going on here, right? For so the timing, right? So the timing is a little bit off, right? Timing is a little bit off. Oh, okay, Simon, you got it, my man. You got it. Have a great day, Simon. So there you go. So as you're looking at this, if you take a loss, go back and say, okay, well, what happened here? What's it doing now? Oh, it's pulling back a little bit deeper. Let's wait for our signals to realign again. And then you take the trade, right? A lot of times what we do, we take a loss at the beginning. When you're a beginner, you take a loss after, 3 or 4 wins in a row, and you're like, oh, did I do something wrong? Or, oh, wait, maybe did I mess up somewhere? Nope. It's just a matter of timing, right? And it's either going to work or it's not. It's one of those situations. That's why the risk management part of the trade is so important, so that you can hang on, to the profits that you make, right? So little loss today, little scrape on the knee, but we're just going to follow our system. Okay, and we've got a couple of currency trades on here. Both are pulling back kind of deep, but they are, in fact, signals. Okay, they are signals. They are legitimate. Will we survive this to make the move that we're looking at on that high time frame? To be continued, everyone. So I'm going to continue to manage this. I'll do an updated video on it. Check out the last few videos that I did, okay, on my profile here. Go over to the ideas section, or go over to my profile here, and you'll see the last ideas here, okay? So last few ideas on that micro Russell were documented here. So just take a look at that and write some comments on there, what you think. And then I'll manage this and I'll do the same thing for everybody, okay? All right, guys, great session today. As always, learning and practice in the simulator to get ready for any prop trading firm challenge that comes your way. It's all about that risk management on that trade. Okay, everybody. I will see you tomorrow. Thanks, everyone.